details.
Yo, Loretta's home. Yeah. Come on. Bass knocking, snares hit. Only thing missing is the lyrics. Bass knocking, snares hit. Only thing missing is the lyrics. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Let the beat talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me, let the beat talk to me. When I touch the mic, I'm taking care of business. Dropping the bars with latest. So LeBron James, you about to witness. I'm rushing something greatness. Took a lot of praise to reach this elevation. All the competition, I face it is for still. So why the negativity can go to hell? Fucking insecurity. I ain't break the bill. Eat the food fresh before it goes stale. On my nausea, man, it ain't hard to tell. Pull up a seed, that's sweet to see. No one water, but I think eternal. Jumping over generation curses like a hurdle. Forever for the day that I'm eternal. Reverend with authority like a fruit kernel. Master shredder with the party. Read the strength like Ninja Turtles. Watch me get it off the muzzle, cause my vision be a tunnel. Moving through the rubble. Digging up the gems with the pen, that's my shovel. Bruising up this beast to a mumble. Bass knocking, snares hit. Only thing missing is the lyrics. Bass knocking, snares hit. Only thing missing is the lyrics. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Let the beat talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Let the beat talk to me. I'm a beast in the booth on my Babe Ruth, getting up the hits, cause I'm speaking truth. Looking up is short, but I'm true to the game. Shooting for my clothes with the aim of Steph Curry. Trying to make a name. I ain't playing games, this ain't PS5. This is real life, you only give a life. Ain't no 9 lives, so I can't bitch by the Jimmy Green. I just be your guy the most, I would never lead you fly. Keep it real, protected, it's a blessing in disguise. That's a self-pump, I try again, you gotta believe that you can fly. Spread the rings wide and watch your blessings rise. Gotta keep fighting too, keep a dream alive. Never let the voices in your head win, cause you got a lot of greatness within. Let the rain begin, shine on these haters and as your friends, cause they just won't pretend, I recommend. Bass knocking, sit. Only thing missing is the lyrics. Bass knocking, snares hit. Only thing missing is the lyrics. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Let the beat talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Let the beat talk to me.
You solemnly swear that testimony you're about to give in this cause to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yo, check it. Loretta's only. Let's get it. Yep. I got a proclivity for. 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 I would be lying if I say I didn't fall in love with her. Man, I heard get rich as I tried. There's no rocket science, it's the reason I start rhyming. Hanging out by the trash cans, freestyling. Trying to find my own style without imitating who I idolize. I reflect on the days watching BET, fantasizing about a pen of 1 and 6 apart, straight shiny. Clips taught me what it means to be grinding. Shout out to Nas, reminding me that I know I can be what I want to be. Now I'm here rapping to the death of me. Can't forget the DMX taught me how to party up. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind up in here. 2020 is a year we gon' spend the OGs in the game. Not these whiny lames who only in the void of fame, and that's the same. It's clear I got a proclivity for. No matter what she do, I will always love her. The feelings that I have can't be ignored. She is so beautiful, I can't help but adore. It's clear I got a proclivity for. No matter what she do, I will always love her. The feelings that I have can't be ignored. She is so beautiful, I can't help but adore. I got my slips, I'm falling, I can't get up. I got to get up so I can tear this shit up. You know that flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. It's all good, cruising through the backwoods. Bumping where the hood at, coolin' with my fitted cap. Bustin' rhymes, made it clap. You can't tell me that I don't know my rap. Now tell me if this shit don't snap, then you ain't a fan of rap.
Real must know. See, this is something like an intermission. I had to do this one for all the hip hop heads out there. All the real ones know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
It's clear I got a proclivity for no matter what she do, I will always love her. The feelings that I have can't be ignored. She is so beautiful, I can't help but adore. It's clear I got a proclivity for no matter what she do, I will always love her. The feelings that I have can't be ignored. She is so beautiful, I can't help but adore. Can't forget that jigger, laid out the blueprint. Niggas can't tell me they won't feelin' it. Can't knock the hustle, man, it's legit. Better pay attention cause the streets are watching. Haters get salty when the numbers start dipping, cause they thought they were bit pippin'. Stop capping, you imaginary players. I get the conscious, exposes all your failures. Slim and Dre tried to tell you, does it sound familiar? Bitch, I'ma kill you with the pen. Maybe I'm too gone not to juice a gin. To tell the truth, I don't really drink, but I get lit in the booth, flipping flows like Biggie. Oh, give me the loot. I gotta rep the homie part for being a crooked nigga too. You're a real one if you know the son the truth. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't set foot in this booth. It's clear I got a proclivity for no matter what she do, I will always love her. The feelings that I have can't be ignored. She is so beautiful, I can't help but adore. It's clear I got a proclivity for no matter what she do, I will always love her. The feelings that I have can't be ignored. She is so beautiful, I can't help but adore.
Shopify helps you sell at every stage of your business. Like that ready to launch stage, that open for business stage.
Got to unmute. What's good with it? What's good with it, y'all? Everybody doing out there tonight, this evening? Hope everybody having a good day. Had a good day. Doing great this evening. You know what time it is. Live Talks with Low. Every other Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Started off a little bit late. So I did something a little different. You know, I played Talk to Me first as well. As most of you know, that's been a long time watcher of Live Talks with Low. You know, Talk to Me is the official theme song, Live Talks with Low. And also last year, I had the privilege of having my cover art for Talk to Me appear on the billboard at Times Square twice last year for a day. So that's a highlight. So, you know, that's the song I'm pushing right now while I'm working on other music. And also, I've been a student of Just Right, that is ran by Professor Comic Book Cam, who's also an independent music artist. You should check him out. And I've been learning different techniques to help me with my music. But tonight's topic would be about what is my creative process like. And I got this type of suggestion for the producer. As a matter of fact, King Virtue, who produced the last song that I played, Proclivity, he suggested the topic. He commented on the reel that I shared on Monday evening, asking people to vote what topic they'd like for me to talk about. They suggested this topic, so I decided to go with this topic when he made that suggestion. So shout out to King Virtue for suggesting the topic. It was only right I had to play Proclivity, a dope producer, by the way. Definitely check him out. He's done a lot of great records with So Soon, with the likes of True Words, Mike Hoffa, Guns, you know, formerly part of the group Goat Squad. He's done a lot of dope records with a lot of other artists as well. that there's so many to mention that I forget. I might forget some people, but charging not my heart. But tonight I'm talking about what is my creative process like. And if you're just joining in and you like to let me know. And if you're on Instagram, I flip back and forth to Instagram. StreamYard still doesn't have an option where I can see my comments from Instagram, but I'm also open to hear other people creative process and what their creative process is like. Now, as being an artist, the first thing I do is I like to pick the beat that I'm gonna write, or if it matches a vibe. Sometimes some people come with a certain song they want to write, but with me, it's whatever the beat says do. I'm a firm believer that music is a spiritual connection. So when you listen to that instrumental, and I forgot to silence my phone. But when you're listening to the instrumental and you pay close attention, the instrumental will tell you what to say. It'll tell you what to say and what not to do. So I usually let the beat talk to me, just like the song talk to me. That you the beat always tells you what to say. So you just got to listen to the rhythm. So what I'm learning now is to hum the rhythm instead of just try to come with the words. I used to just try to come up with the words and then come up with the rhythm later. I was doing it backwards. There's no wrong or right way to doing music because everybody has a different creative process. Whatever works for you works for you. But what I learned works better for me is to hum the rhythm out. I learned that from coming with Cam because I got a private session with him one time in the class, and he was saying, maybe if you try to hum the rhythm out a little more, you get a better results of the words you're looking for because the words are there. It's there in the beat, but it's there in the rhythm. So just hum it first. And that's where you never really all beat. And I tried that and I noticed that I'm getting better with my delivery and my writing skills as well. So now I will hum the melody or the rhythm or whatever to what I feel like the beat is telling me, then the words will come to me. And then whatever words I feel like I'm humming, then that's what I start writing down on the paper or whether I'm writing on my notepad on the phone. I had an iPhone, so I pull up that notes app and I get to writing like that. So for me, now is the rhythm. So I try to get the concept that helps me with the concept of the song or which I want to talk about. And once I get that, then I go on to the hook. For me, it's writing the hook first. I always write the hook before I do anything. When I'm writing a song, it's like either I'm gonna go with the hook. The hook is first. It's always first. I don't know why it's always been that way. Like, and then I do the verses later because I feel like if I got the hook already, then I already know what the song is about. So that'll make it easy, a lot easier to write the verse because I know what I want the song to be about. Now, some people might go with the verse first and write the hook later, or write the hook last, or just write off of whatever the verse is, and then they might take a couple lines out the verse and flip it and make the hook. But to me, I always come with the hook first. I don't do anything else. Once I get the topic I want to talk about, then I come with the hook. And I feel like hooks always come to me easy, like in the flash. So that's the easiest thing for me to write first, and the verses come later because the verses take a little longer to write for me because I want to make sure I'm conveying on what I want to say and that it lines up to what I already established. Hook. What's up, Dr. Seuss? You about to come in here? What's up? What's up, everybody on IG? Now flipping back and forth. Bring up Dr. Seuss. Dr. Zeus. Dr. Zeus, what up?
Yo, what up, Lo? Hey,
What
first and
up, man?
foremost,
Good.
man, thank you for
You
being
always come
here.
through. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I want to just drop in and say good evening and
Hmm.
um just and also another I just want to share the news that man we have a clip of performing Broken Dreams this past Saturday.
A word?
Yes, sir. Yup.
I gotta check that out. Is that what you
It's
sent me?
no, it's not that, but I will get it. So after this, I'll probably send it to you. You know,
Okay,
um, and shouts to Mo for getting that.
absolutely. You still there? I don't know. He might have went in and out. You still there, Zeus? Well, uh-oh. Let me get him back on the stage. What's up, Zeus? Well, he went out for a little bit, so he'll come back. And I'm gonna ask him what his creative process like. So until Zeus comes back, I get him on back on his creative process and see what it's like. And I'm gonna continue to talk about mine. So as I was saying earlier, I got the Zeus, you back?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if you went out.
Yeah, I had a call. But yeah, other than that, yeah. So I was saying I don't know how much it got cut off, but yeah, Saturday night was a beautiful man. It was that sound from Street Fighter, perfect. Like that's what it felt like, man. And so I just want, man, God always blesses, man, all the time.
Correct.
And but other than that, yeah, my creative process, man, is really a lot of it is in solitude, and I try to just write it in poetry, and a lot of it is based off of like God's creation. So everything comes straight from the source, which is God, and everything God has created on this planet. And so everything, when I observe what's around me, nature, just anything and everything that people have created as well, and then so I try to implement that in my writing and try to be as witty as I can be, and just use my ability, man. And I'm just blessed to have the comprehension and writing ability, and looking at like just letters and alphabets, and I'm a learning scholar. One day, I'm a student of life, and I've always said that. And
Right.
so,
Absolutely. Shoot, we all students of life.
right,
That's dope. That's dope. So that's
yeah,
a dope way to get you.
that's pretty much it, man. And yeah, that's the creative process, and just super blessed to have that ability to come up with ideas and try to make them my own, because I feel like when I take these ideas and make them my own, that's when you personalize it. I think that's the magic to it, man. That's the sauce. When you personalize it, and when you really have faith and you believe in every single word and you mean that in a good intention, man, it manifests and you put in that work.
Right.
But yeah, that's all I really, man. I've been, bro. I broke my fast earlier, and I'm finally gonna get some food. And I played this young cat 1v1, bro. He's 19, bro. And I told him, bro, like, mind you, I worked all day, and 19-year-old, he like 6'2", and we, final score was 7-5. And shouts to that young man, man. And bro, like, I still got it, man. Feeling like Daniel Poirier. Nah, I'm just playing, bro. Nah, but hey, by the way, we watched that fight, man. Shouts to Mally and Cheeto. That was a war.
Word.
But anyway, man, I'm gonna get you that clip, bro. I'm gonna go get some food because I'm famished. But thank you for having me on, and I'm gonna get you that clip, bro. It's been a lot of magical things that's been happening lately. And another thing, to anybody who's listening, man, Zoe and I we were performing for South by Southwest this coming up Sunday, so we're gonna.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna probably do Broken Dreams again, and
okay.
Yes, sir. And then we'll probably get more clips of that. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing to unify, and what's crazy is J. Cole gonna be in the city too, man.
Oh shit.
Right. Like, I was trying to promote. I was trying to promote earlier, and I tagged Royce, because I think I hit Royce in 5'9". He said, "Hey, there's no other rapper alive that's more competitive than J. Cole." So I was like, "Hey, you know what? Let's, again, that creative process, right?" So I was like, "Sir, if that's true, let's have him pull up. I know he's a busy man, but hey, that would be crazy if he shows us love, right?" Like,
absolutely.
Right. Like, if we manifest that, bro, like, then yeah, like, it's all good. Because a lot of times, man, I really want to bring that love and that peace to the city. And that would be some crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of crazy things has happened before, right? Like,
correct. Ain't nothing,
Drake and
impossible, really.
You said what?
Ain't nothing really impossible, really.
Right. Through God, man. Through God, anything is definitely possible, man. And
absolutely.
That would be dope to just like, hey, you know, like somehow in the shadow, in the behind the shadows, like Royce hit up, like, hey man, go ahead and surprise these young dudes, and you know, just take some pics and that's it, and call it a night. And if anything, y'all kick it.
Right.
But yeah, man. Other than that, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Thank you so much, Lo, for
You
doing
welcome.
this. And
You welcome.
and yes, sir. Have a good night. And I gotta make some, you know, move with integrity.
Yeah, anytime, man.
Hey,
Anytime.
hey, peace, man.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Yes,
your
sir.
input,
Hey,
man.
likewise.
All right. Thank you so much.
Peace. Yes, sir.
All right. Hold on real quick, y'all. Be right back. All right, I'm back, y'all. Dr. Zeus came by to share his creative process and also got some great news that him and my twin Zozie, we share the same birthday, that they performed at South by Southwest the other night. So I'm glad to hear that. And they're supposed to be performing again. So, and they also performed the song Broken Dreams, and they're going to perform it again. So, you know, I definitely looking forward to those clips. And if y'all don't know that I was also a part of that project, Broken Dreams. I wrote the hook. I'm on the hook of Broken Dreams, and I'm also on the song We Are the One. We are one. That's on Mo Raz Beats, Same Difference EP. So Broken Dreams and We Are One are both on Mo Raz Beats, Same Difference EP, which I was greatly honored to be a part of, and will be love to be a part of many other part of the projects as well. And maybe next year I get to go out to South by Southwest and finally get to meet Zozie and Dr. Zeus and Mo, because we've been connected for about over 2 years now. So you know it's about time. It's long overdue that I go out there and meet him. And also got to meet my brother Jay as well, because I've been knowing him for about over 10 years. So we got to meet him as well. You know, and definitely got some great things coming up with him as well that we can elaborate on. You know, I'll let you know what the details is and what things are in motion. But back to the topic. So as I was saying earlier, that the hooks come first for me when I'm writing my songs, and I write the verses last. So the hooks always come first. So if you wasn't watching earlier, I was saying the hooks come first. And I always feel like the hooks come quick to me, so that's why I go with that first, because I feel like the hook is actually, if you many might not agree or some might disagree, but I think the hook is really the hardest part of the song, or one of the toughest part of the songs to write, because you can have good verses and dope verses, spit dope metaphors, bars, you can do punchlines, drop all those entendres and all that. But if you ain't got a good hook, the song you listen to, people ain't gonna really rock with it like that. They'll listen, you know, it'll be a good apple filler, but it's not gonna be a hit. In order to write a good hit, you gotta have a catchy hook. So, you know, usually I try to keep my hooks simple as possible, because if anything, if the people don't remember what you said in the verse, they might remember a few lines, they're gonna remember that hook. And the hook is usually the easy part of the song people remember, so they usually sing along with that part. And that's what attracts them. You know, you can ask anybody what's their favorite song, and they're gonna start singing the hook or even hum the melody. Even if they don't say the right words, they're gonna hum the melody, so you automatically gonna know what song they're talking about. Oh, for example, that's Drake's song, or that's a new 21 Savage song, or that's a Jordan Lucas or a J. Cole song, or a Kendrick Lamar song. Or one day people say, oh, that's Loretta's only song, you know? So that hook is a big thing. And to me, that's like 80% of your song, the hook and the beat. They go like 80% of your song, and 10% is like the verses, you know? Of course, your delivery, you know, but you got a good hook. People listen, you know, because they're going to hear that hook again. They just wait for to listen to the hook, you know? And nowadays, songs are so short, you know, the hook is an important part of it. Because, you know, the average song now is probably no more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You barely see any 3 minute songs, you know. It depends. What's up, JA? What's good, bro? I'm gonna send you the link if you want to get on. I'll shoot you the link on me in the DMs because I can't add people on through Instagram. Let me get you on here. Send you the link. Yeah, I definitely like to bring Jay because Jay is a dope artist. Been knowing him for a long time. Like I said before, been over 10 years. We met on Facebook. We were part of the group Esmo Code Get Rich Rapping. And we met through that, and we've been cool ever since because his mama passed away and so did mine. So we felt that connection, and we've been cool ever since. And we collaborate on some songs. We collaborate on my song, My Life. And we also collaborate on some material slavery that we might be releasing soon as well. Let me see if get Jay up in here. And Jay, you still up in here? I just sent you the link. Gotta flip back and forth through YG. Man. Last time StreamYard asked me, what they can improve. I said, hey, make a feature where I can see my comments on Instagram, what people saying, so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth, and I can just stay on one tab on the Chrome browser, and I ain't gotta keep flipping back and forth because I've been on click the wrong button, and I might have not got the whole screen, but this have to suffice for now. Let me see, Jay, you want to come up in here? Hit that link I sent you in your inbox, Jay. If you want to come up and you got the time to come up and share your thoughts or what your creative process like, I love to hear it. So I was sharing mine's earlier. So I like hearing Dr. Zeus came through earlier and shared his, and also definitely check out his latest music. Got a song called Ball Out and got a song Party Over Here, which I love too. I love that song. Good party vibe song. Now after I do the hook, I do the verses for my song. I start writing the verses, and the verses usually take a long time because with the verses you have to explain more. It's almost like writing the essay, like a 5-page essay, or paper at college. I don't know whoever went to college or school, high school, you remember I had to write the paper. So like the hook is that's almost like the main idea, almost. And the verses are like the paragraphs to support the main idea. So that's a good way to look at it. That's the way I look at it. I try to look at it to help me write with more ease. That the hook is like your main idea when you're writing a paper, and the verses are like your paragraphs to support that main idea. If that makes sense. If you like that analogy, then can I get some likes in the chat? But I feel like that's how the best way to approach writing music for me. That works for me. Now somebody else might not even think of the hood at the very last moment, or they might just write their verses, or they already know what they write the song, but they just save it for later because they try to focus on the verses because the verses are like right there in between the hook to help keep the listener engaged. You want to keep the listener engaged. You don't want them to turn from the song, go to the next song, or skip through it, just hit the hook and then be done with the song altogether because you want to keep them entertained. So the verses are just as much as important, but for me, it's the hook and then the verses. Now, after I write the verses, then I go record the song. And pretty much the recording process can be tedious, but laying down the vocals are easy. That's the easy part. Once you get the hook and the verses, you got the whole song written. Laying it down is the easy part, but mixing and mastering, that's when it comes tough. So I lay the vocals down, record. I keep recording. I make sure I get the best takes, and I try to get the best takes that I possibly can, and I keep listening to it back and forth. If I like that take, then I keep it. If I don't, then I erase it and I redo it. And I pretty much, it can get repetitive sometimes, but I pretty much keep recording until I feel I'm satisfied that I got the best possible tape. Because if you don't get the best possible tape, I feel like when you get to the mixing process, you're gonna have to double back and got to go record again. Now you're making it longer, then you're spending more time on something that you could have done prior. So get it good while it's at the source, because if you got a bad sound to begin with, then you're not gonna be able to get the mixing right. So that's why I've learned. So for me, I always focus on the recorder part after writing the song. I go to the recording and make sure that my takes are recorded properly, and then I got the best sounding possible takes that don't have too much noise or I don't have too much going on in the background. That I got enough sound, enough sound that's cancel out of that. I can get a good clear vocal, enough good clear take enough that I can go into the mixing phase and be able to clean it up. Because if not, then we're gonna take more time to focus on mixing when in fact I'm gonna have to spend more on this vocal track or this vocal tape because I didn't get the best tape. So I feel like that's important to me. I don't know how others do it, but for me, it's making sure that those takes are right. And I'm saying the words on beat, and I'm not rushing through a line. If I hear that, then I gotta go back, do a punch in, or I mean, some people like to do punch in, but personally, I really don't like to punch in. But I'll do it sometimes if it's necessary. But a lot of times, if I mess up on the line, I feel like you punch in. Some people might be able to tell, but the average listener might not be able to tell. But somebody who does music that knows music and have done it for a while, they be able to tell that, oh, he punched in right there. It's not a big deal, but to me, I feel like it can kind of throw you off sometimes. So if I can do it without throwing off, then I do it. If not, then I have to do the whole takeover until I get it right, until I get it clear, because I want to make sure I get that real feel, and I want to make sure that I don't have any lines that seems worse, because that can make the record sound bad. So then later on, I gotta change it. Then I mixed everything and got it sounded right, but I missed that line where I rushed. So so after the mixing process, it goes to the mastering process, where where I make sure that I listen to the mix, like that mixing everything, mixing all the vocals, making sure the beats are right, the drums are correct, and everything, make sure everything sound on point, that you can hear everything, and that the kick and the bass is not competing. Then you go to the master form to increase the volume of that what I mixed, to make sure that it's loud enough to sound good on the speakers, and that's important for the master, and that's probably like the most part that you probably supposed to spend the most time on, that in the mixing, because you want your master to be good, because simple fact, I believe in the master to be good, because if it sounds good on a computer, laptop speakers, then it sound good probably on your phone. So once I do that, I check it to make sure it sounds good on that. Oh, Jay coming up. What's up, bro?
What's up
So,
with you?
what up?
What's up, boss?
What's good? What's good?
Man, I'm coolin', man. How you doing, bro?
Mm-mm. I'm good, man. Happy you pulled up. Got to get you in here. You know what I'm saying? This be a good topic. I know Jay got a lot to say. I'm sharing mine. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear others' different creative process. I know everybody's different.
Well, my creative process, I ain't gonna lie, like
Mm-hmm.
it varies. It just depends on my mood at times. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it depends on my mood.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I can write a song based off a conversation I'm having, observing, like listening to somebody. Cause I do a lot of what Biggie did. You know what I'm saying? When he
Mm-hmm.
was living before he passed, like he'll listen to certain conversations or certain things and then just go like that. So sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I mean I could be natural or I can get an idea quickly off a movie, somebody
Right.
conversation, or just something, and when and it ring a light, boom, and then I write it down or I try to record it so I won't forget it. Or sometimes I have dreams or I just sit down and write. So I'm versatile when it comes to the creative process. Or sometimes I might listen to like oldies but goodies, certain songs, and then I'll be like, yo, that sounds tight. And then I try to make some way different so I won't be plagiarizing somebody else's material, for
Mm-hmm.
example. So that's how I do it.
Right, and that's dope though that you said conversations. I noticed something that stuck out. You said conversations. Yeah, like conversations are a great way to write songs because you remember a conversation that you had. You know, get ideas. You know, that keep you fresh. You ever heard of KP? I remember KP. KP
Yeah,
used to be in the Dungeon family. He the one discovered
yeah,
T.I.
yeah.
I met him. And he talked about that too when he came to my school. This back when I was going to Full Sail. Before I graduated, I was going to Full Sail for my undergrad for Recording Arts, and he came and talked to our class. He talked about how he met T.I. and how he got him to change his name. He had to change it from Tip because Q-Tip. He talked about
Yeah.
that. He also talked about the same thing you said in conversation. He said, "Well, he feel like a lot of music is kind of not the same because people not having conversations anymore." And I'm glad you said that. I was like, that stuck out to me. I was like, oh, like the people ain't having conversations no more. He's like, yeah, people ain't having conversations no more. He's like, a good way to write music is like, having conversations. So people not having conversations because he's talked about with a Dudley family because he went around a Dudley family as well. He was saying like people's having conversations. So a lot of times that's how they write these songs, having a conversation. And that's good that you say that too, because actually when you're recording music, like having a conversation with the listener anyway.
Right. I mean, I always try to use the legends before me, rhyme scheme, because I also knew this in a book called How to Rap 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
So the first book just told you the basics, and then the second book gave you how to really write the rhymes and how to use everything I'm speaking on now. And they talk about all the artists that's great and how they did it. And man, I could take it to a whole nother level. Like every artist that's dead or alive, I can mimic they rhyme scheme, they ideas and all that, but make it sound like me. You know what I'm saying? Without the auto tune, just regular, all that. I could take it to another level. I'm talking about not just hip hop, just any music genre I want, I could take it to the most highest level. Like I done studied and did my research since back then, so I could take it to a whole nother level, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what make me stand out from.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. You got to study the greats too, because I studied the greats too. Sometimes I might listen to a song, I might get an idea off that too. It's definitely a big thing.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, you do be coming with them hooks, man. That's why I reached out to you when you made my life. You wrote the hook, and I ain't gonna lie, like you challenged me when you wrote the hook, and you let me sing it, and I ain't gonna lie, that's for me to hit that note. I hit that was I ain't gonna lie, everybody don't know I could sing without the auto tune. I could sing for real, but that note was the longest note I hit, like originally off key. I sung that for over a minute. That whole part, I sung that for over a minute. If you take the auto tune out, you gonna hear it. It don't sound bad. You know what I'm saying?
That's a long note. I was like, he hit that though. Oh, I was like,
yeah, I hit that. That was over almost 2 minutes or within 2 minutes. But they don't know that. See, everybody think because I do auto tune. I just like the auto tune because I don't like my regular voice, bro. I ain't gonna be honest with you. I used to hate the auto tune myself. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be like early live people. I ain't like it. But one day I did it, and then my mother heard it before she passed. She was like, "Who is that? Who is that?" Because she swore it was Kanye West, though. She said, "Oh, this Kanye." Because my mother like Kanye too, though. You know what I'm saying? And other artists, you know what I'm saying? Although she's older, but she thought it was Kanye West. I'm like, nah, that's me. And she's like, damn, this Kanye. No, it's me, mom. It's me. Oh, for real? Damn, that sound good. You know what I'm saying? Then she'll give me my little critique. You know what I'm saying? She just ain't want me to do the the street music, the thugs and all that. She ain't like that. She ain't like it. She just like that. She like that mainstream commercial music. That's why I make commercial music. Cause I made a promise to her before she died. Like the last time we talked about me making music, she's like, nah, I don't make that bull crap. I don't want to hear it. You ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? And all this other stuff. I said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go. That's why I mean, I might talk about it, but I don't be. It ain't my main focus. It's just a little 2 bars, 3 bars, but it's not boom, 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 boom. It's boom, 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 boom. On the second verse, boom, boom, boom. Third verse, boom, boom, boom. It ain't a whole song just me going in, because I think about my mom if I were to try to make a song like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at my creative process. But yeah, other than that, well, you always came with them hooks, man. And that's one thing I'm mad about. You do put effort in the hooks outside of the verses. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just get into the verses, because like I was saying earlier, I'm part of Just Right. I'm a student of Just Right with Comic Book Cam, and I've been learning different techniques. Because even himself, he said, you getting better. Say, man, you get better. I can tell you working with my delivery. When you heard me rap the last verse, he said you would have got 100 if you came with the 16 bars, but I ain't 60 bars. Like, shoot. But he said that would have been 100, because it's like, I'm proud of you, because I remember when we first started, it's like, I could tell you've been working. He said last everything was good.
No, I know. I already know you got. I knew that years ago. We still got to put that song on. I just gotta get the that little tag off, man. Because when you got tags on songs, you can't really do nothing about it. Like you can't push it to like you can't. Only way you can push it if the tag off. You can't push it for like publishing deals. Or you know what I'm saying, basketball events and all that. You gotta take it off. That's why, you know what I'm saying, a lot of songs I try to get that tag off. You know what I'm saying? Because that tag gonna make everybody think that I least the beat. And I don't want to disrespect no producers that I buy beats from, but I don't want the tag on it because they gonna think that I'm renting the beat. They gonna think I ain't buy the beat, and I bought the beat. It's beats I bought, but the tag on they stuff. So I just kept it like that. But sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know. Talk to me at the beginning. He said, who's D Dills? Who the fuck is D Dills? But I kind of left it on there because I was like, well, it's before I even did the song. So I feel like the signature, I left it on there because I wish he wanted to get credit. I was like, hey, this who produced the beat. So after that, it's my song now. If it's like in the middle of the song, oh nah. But I get what you're saying though. Usually I don't know if people still do like Metro Boomin want some more. No, they always do that. He still does that. You hear Metro Boomin beat, he always going Metro Boomin want some more.
Yeah. No. I'm shocked, but he mainstream, so it's different when you not mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He mainstream, like for example, Quavo, London on the beat, London beats. And it's a lot of producers that got tags, but they mainstream. So independent, the first thing when a mainstream A&R here, they gonna think you renting the beat or you leasing the beat. You know what I'm saying? As far as they is. So that's what I'm saying. As an indie artist, it's a little challenging. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I get what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So I tried to take it off, but I left it in there. So I said it's out now. So, but next week I'm like, hey, let me take that out.
Yeah.
Because it was exclusive beat. Nobody else had that beat but me. Because when he made that beat, I made sure I say, hey, we're gonna split this 50-50 because how I got that beat was he custom made that beat because he was giving something for the Veterans Day. I want to do something Veterans Day, and I actually said, I want to give veterans a free beat for Veterans Day. He did it like 2 years ago, and I said, hey, I said, all right, custom made the beat. I told him how I want it. He made that. That shit's hard. So D Dill's a dope dude too. He a dope producer too. You should check him out. He out there in Houston, Texas.
All right, send me his link when you get a chance, bro. I'll probably buy a beat. I'll probably buy a beat real soon.
Yeah. He got a beat still, because I got another beat from him I got to do. As a matter of fact, I got the unlimited license, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask him how much he want the exclusive. Cause I don't want nobody else to get it.
That's what's up. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait till you finish the beat for our little our
Oh, yeah, I'm
little
working on that too.
single. Our single will be going mash up. I
Yeah,
can't wait.
mashup. Yeah,
And
the
then, but
mashup.
I got my phone. I'm gonna cut you off. I gotta keep going over your hook because I gotta say your hook too. But I just gotta make my verse fit the beat you made.
Right. You got to what?
Now I'm saying I gotta say your verse on the beat once you make it, but make my verse outside of what you gonna do on the beat I made for you. I gotta say your hook too. It's the same song, it's just different beats.
Different beats. Yeah,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? I gotta fit your hook for the beat you made outside the beat I made for the hook you made. So I gotta fit the hook for that beat, and then I gotta write my verse. You know what I'm saying? My 16 or how long it goes for that particular song. I can't wait to do that because that's gonna be crazy. Two different beats, but the same hook. Just two different verses.
Right.
That's gonna be
That's gonna be
crazy.
crazy as hell. But you ain't seeing that a lot too. You don't see that a lot.
Yeah. Then we both producing the song too. So
Right.
my song gonna be my beat gonna be first, and the beat you produce gonna be second. That's cool. That's I'm saying that's very creative that we both rapping and producing the beat, and then we writing the song.
Right.
I write my verse, but you wrote the hook, so I'm singing your hook, but I'm writing my verse. So we co-producing, producing, and writing at the
Oh,
same
right
time.
at the same time,
And
you
that
know.
artist can't say nothing. That artist can't even get in our level on it. That's three different. That's three factors that we then just did on one song that no
Yeah, then I
artist
can
can
mix the
do.
record too.
Huh?
And then I can mix the record too.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm just I know that I'm just saying the main factor. We co-produced, produced, and wrote the song. That's three things we did on one song as a whole.
Yeah.
As independent artists and producers. So a lot of artists won't even be on our level with that. I'm not trying to slick
Correct.
talk about other
Correct.
artists, but that put us in a high level because we produced the beat, co-produced the beat, co-wrote the song, wrote the song. You know what I'm saying? That's so many levels. Most artists ain't producing or co-producing or co-writing. So that's four different. That's four. I mean, four things we done off the break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that put us at a whole nother level. That put us at a whole nother level. Other artists can't do that. They can't downplay us because we did the four top things. So
right.
we in
Right.
another we
Definitely.
in another spectrum.
Right. Right. Because you gotta do multiple. You gotta wear multiple hats now.
Yeah,
This type of you can't just be a rapper anymore. I mean, you can, but it's like to make yourself more marketable. Like, oh, he can rap and produce. Now it makes you more marketable because the person might say, "Well, I might not like your rap, but I like your production." Okay, cool. I still get to work with a person, you know.
yeah.
Then maybe later on they come back and say, "I want you to rap." Okay, either way, I got to work with you. Say I got to work with you.
But we got the advantage because we could do all three. We could mix master, we could rap, and we could produce.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. We could do all
Songwriting too.
three. Huh?
Then we writing our own music too.
No,
So
I'm
it's
saying
like
that come with producing too. That's pre-production. I'm just
right.
saying we could produce the song, co-produce, we can mix and master, and we can rap. Right. All that you know what I'm saying? We got the advantage over a lot of
Right.
artists. We can do all four or five. So that's
Right.
five because we mix and engineer, mix and master, because that's two as well. So we do that's five things, bro. I mean six. My
Right.
bad, six.
Correct.
Engineer, mix and master, co-production, production, um, co-writing, writing, you know what I'm saying, etc.
Right. Absolutely. Because what you think the hardest part about your creative process as an artist? What do you think is the hardest part?
I mean, the hardest part to me, in my opinion, to be honest, is just man, being able to write a song not for like clout, because a lot of I can't speak. I'm just being alleged. Allegedly, I think a lot of artists get caught up, put themselves in a box, because they worry about they song not being a potential hit, because they
Right.
worry about the next person, or they
Correct.
worry about a multiple or a mass of people not liking the song because they went this way, that way. So that's the hardest thing a lot of artists had. They just don't know how to be more creative and not be in a box. So that's the hardest thing, to be in the box. They don't know how to be out the box. So they stay
Right.
in the box so much. That's why music kind of is not where it is, because everybody is in the same box, and they kill. And in my opinion, they still thinking it's the 1990s, still doing stuff, thinking wise, action wise, drama wise. Everybody's still, not me, not you, not all artists, but a lot of artists is still thinking it's the 1990s with the East Coast, West Coast. They don't want to do. They only want to deal with you when you they think you hot, or think you up there. Like it's still, it's sad that it's over 30 some years and they still had that mentality. That
Right.
mentality should have been dead. That's why the rap music, hip hop, all that is diminishing, because they still trying to use the same 30-year formula, and it's dead. It should have been changed, but they want to keep it the same, whether it's indie artists or mainstream artists. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't want to give the creative ones a chance. Like, for example, a lot of artists, in my opinion, I try to do business with them. They ain't never reach out. I send some music fast. What I'm thinking that they don't want to give it a shot. The dumbest thing to do is to not try. They don't even give themselves an opportunity like that. Damn, he put me in a position to think different. Like, they want everything to be just all for them. Like, it don't work like that. Creativity is not one sided. It's always different sides, more than one side. Like, I try not to be like caught up in that stigma where I'm just closed minded, or my art gonna be just for one type of crowd. That crowd ain't always gonna be there through the thick and thin. That crowd could be there for a short amount of time. I
Right.
always think about all types of crowds, not just one urban crowd, the hood, and all that. I try to think outside the box all the time when I'm putting together some projects, songs, or any idea that's creative like that. I always think outside the box, because your money not gonna keep coming from that one source. You get caught up. You blackballed yourself because you relying on that source too much. That source could up and leave quick, and that money could not come no more. Because, you know what I'm saying. I just think like that. I ain't gonna speak for everybody, but
Right.
me, I try to think overall standpoint.
Right. Right. You definitely right about that. You're not wrong at all what you're saying. You're definitely right. You can't get stuck in the box. I think my toughest challenge in my creative process, like I was saying earlier, is the verses. Writing the verses. That's one of the biggest ones, and delivery too. Like getting that right, because sometimes it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it.
Right, you right. You right about that. You right
Because the
about that.
bars can be just as simple, as just nursery rhyme as possible, but if you just going straight riding the beat, people are gonna mess with it because they like the way you sound and what you say. The way you say it, they make you say, "Oh, he's super lyrical, he's super tight." The way you say things, because a lot of times, like ODB, for example, it's like the way he said things. He had bars, but it's just the way he said things. It's like make it like, oh, you know. Like that always gets you is the way you say it, because you probably seen it with an artist. Like, I give you an example. Some battle rappers, they can't write good songs because when they battle rap, it is different. You saying type bars, but when you're on a song, you gotta write a hook, you gotta stay on concept. So, it's like it's a different ball game because it's the way they're saying it. It's not like they're not saying nothing that's not raw, it's just the way they're saying it. It's the rhythm. which I had to learn, you know, since I've been a just right, I had to learn that it's okay to hum the song. It's okay. You can't think of the words right now. Just hum the rhythm until you get the words, because the words are right there in the rhythm. When Comic Book Cam told me that, it helped me, and I noticed how it helped my delivery and it helped my songwriting better.
Yeah, I learned that from Michael Jackson. The song, the words there, the
Yeah.
word. I mean, I known this. I known this before I even started doing music. I learned this just studying him. Like the words there, you just gotta really. I mean, not you, but in general, like
Right.
the words there. So all you gotta do is get that magic moment where you feel like you know what you want to say, and the words gonna come. But me, outside of that, I do a lot of like scatting, or I like to really count the bars for one bar. I count how many like when the drums and the snares and all that coming in, and then I'm saying it's so many ways you can do music, but me, I go all out outside of just the melody. I go with the when the snare come in, the drums, all that come in and come out. I try to see how many lines can I write on that one bar at a time. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I got it. Let me try this. But see, me sometimes I like to make so many versions where as though I won't get stuck or be like what's the word I won't be stuck or sound too cliche or sound like the same.
I don't know.
Yeah, I try to switch up. I try to make many verses as I could, and then recycle from each verse or each version until I get it all lined up together, like from the first line to the last line.
Right. Right. And you know, we also had a topic like syllables. So, you know, I'm learning more about being more intentional when counting the syllables. You know, before I knew what it was, but it just never really like be more intentional with it. You know, you did it like kind of like doing things now. I'm learning to be more intentional when I do things. Like, hey, I recognize, say, hey, this is what I need to do to make this, or this requires this. You don't all have to use it, but you know, learning about multiple syllables, you know, doing the syllables to set up the schemes and all that. And that's what we're learning right now. And, and I'm learning, I was like, hey, I need to focus on this a little more. If I can get this down packed, then that could really help my writing as well. Because once you got a good, better understanding of it, that you know intentional, actually know what you're doing, and now you're subconsciously doing it. When you're writing, you're always subconsciously doing it anyway. But it's like now I'm more intentional. Now I'm intentionally paying attention to the many syllables I use, how many syllables I use. You got to use the right number, because if I say 4 this line, I try to say 5 this, it's going to throw the rhythm off. So you got to keep the syllables equal. You got to keep them even numbers.
You right.
So
I
I'm paying
mean,
attention to that now.
yeah,
Because a lot of
it's my fault.
yeah,
It's my fault. My fault. Wait.
it's a science. It's a science to, you know, when it comes to creative process. It's amazing how everybody has different ways to do it, but it's a science. You know, like writing music itself is a science. You know, I never really thought of it like that. And then it's like, yo, it's like you can spend a lifetime learning this.
Yeah,
It's
no, you right.
there's a science to it, and I mean, sometimes you think you mastered something and you really didn't. I was like, well, shoot, damn, I'm glad I did. You know, I'm glad I did learn, because I mean, there's nothing wrong with learning something new. I always feel like you always can learn something new. So that's another part of my creative process. I take time to learn too. I even throw that in there too. I think that's the part that's often forget, because you know, even when you're learning, that's can be used as a part of the creative process. You know, I might go listen to DMX or 50 Cent or Ti or Nas or Jay Z just to see if I can count the syllables of what they did or recognize techniques that they're using. Now, even now, since I've been taking the rap theory class, you know, I always kind of listen to music selectively anyway before, but now I really just hear it. Like now, when I'm listening to it, I can just hear it. And instant, like what they doing is like, oh, he's safety pinning, or he's you know, or he's doing this, or he's doing this. I can call the techniques out, or just say, oh, he's glitching. Oh, now I see. Now I really like. It's like now it's like I get it. I catch the punchline. I get what they did. I get the Tandres or Letter you know. I get it more even better now. It's not like I never didn't get it. It's just like now I'm really like, oh, I really just catch it. Like even if I couldn't know it, I'm gonna catch it. So I look at after I even say I even throw learning as part of the creative process.
Yeah, it is though. I mean, it took me a while to really step my game up. Like, I remember at one point in time I couldn't even write at all, bro. I couldn't write. So
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn my own way because I tried to learn from others, but it ain't go in my favor. So
Right,
I just learned, but I always knew about the beat, the breakdown, how the
right,
beat. I mean,
right.
the cadence, and I always had a cadence. That's what a lot of people that listen to me say I got a good cadence. So I
Oh yeah,
always had
yeah,
the
yeah, definitely.
cadence down. It's just writing bar for bar. All that it was hard back then, but now it's not hard no more. It's just having the energy to do it, or
Right.
just the
It takes time.
yeah, just the creativity to do it, or the inspiration. But now I could it don't take me long to write no more. All I gotta do is like you said, once I know the hook, or once I get a feeling of a hook, the
Mm-hmm.
song basically done. Once the hook is completed.
Mm-hmm. And I throw something else out too that's often overlooked. You know, for people out there that might be listening, if you listening to it and you're trying to figure out the right better lyrics or find better words to use, read it. You know, that goes with the learning and the creative process. Reading books. I mean any book, you know, like any book you get your hands on, you're reading, you know, you're always gonna find a word that you don't mean. And I often find myself stopping in the middle of reading. So I say, what that word mean? I never heard of this word or how you pronounce it. You know, and I look at the definition and I say, hey, I can use this later on. You know, I try to learn the definition of it, the word so I can use it in our vocabulary. You know, I don't want to be cussing every other line. I still do it, but it's just like I don't want to do it in every line because of you know, 'cause I got a good vocabulary. It's just like it's like you know, and I think that's a part that's often overlooked. Just reading books in itself can be a good part of your creative process. If you like to read, I like to read. I like to read books. It's good for you because and it's not like you're even you know you can do it intentional or subconsciously. And what that does is just build your vocabulary. The next thing you know, just pull the words out, just pull the words out, just pull the words out. Because you read it, because like sometimes when I'm reading the book, it's like, oh, I see how they line this up. You know, I see the different elements or the different literary techniques that they use. I recognize it.
Yeah, another back then before I really started writing as well, I would have dictionaries, thesaurus,
Mm-hmm.
rhyming dictionaries, or I do because I did poetry. I was in a poetry class and I was in a
Oh.
poetry club. So before I even did music, I was into poetry, and I just took poetry and then put it together. Because poetry different from actually writing rhymes. It's more like you could play around. You could play around a little bit in poetry. You can be off beat, on beat,
Uh-huh.
or you could say something that don't rhyme, or you could say something that just don't sound right, but it's okay. But in music, I learned like you gotta tighten up a little bit more. So basically, by me doing
Right.
poetry, it kind of resonated to now. You know what I'm saying? Because I like I said, I did poetry. I was in poetry shows, doing poetry around females,
Mm-hmm.
learning from them. Like it's a lot I learned. But other than that, like you write about reading, but I just put poetry, the sources, rhyming dictionaries, reading and dictionaries, rhyming dictionaries. So your vocabulary could be more wider and not broader, not just basic.
Mm-hmm. Right. Poetry is a good thing too. You know, you think about it. That's all music really is. Poetry,
Yeah, it is. It is.
poetry and emotion. You know, now it is poetry, especially hip hop. You know, it's poetry. You can't be a hip hop artist don't like poetry. You know, you might not do it, but you respect it. Like spoken word, that's basically what it is. You just
Exactly. Yeah.
speaking words to a rhythm. Doing it fast, some do it faster than others, or something like pop. he had like a spoken word kind of flow. You know, that's how he did it. That's worked for him. And to me, you know, that's somebody else I listen to. You know, to get that energetic feel. If I want to get energetic, man, say, well, how is? Let me go listen to Tupac song to get a little energetic. You know, to just get a little motivation. You know, sometimes I use to get me in the mood to write. You know, because we think of him. You know, the biggest thing was he wasn't super punchline heavy. He had the lyrics. It's just his voice. It's like when his delivery, the way, like, goes back to what I said. It's like how he said things. It's just like, yo, you believed it. His energy, his impact. Like, you gonna like this song? How could you not like it? You couldn't deny it. Probably, arguably, one of the best deliveries in hip hop history, if you ask me.
Now I'm gonna say this. And a lot of people ain't gonna catch on to it.
Yeah.
If whatever happened to Pac, whether he's dead or alive, if he had the chance to stay in this industry, he was going to chew everybody out. Because one thing about him, I know this, and I'm the same way. I would study an artist, and once I figure them out, get their weakness, and then go all full throttle. Study them so much where I know how to make them not be number one no more. And Tupac did that. I'm gonna give one artist, a legend, Big Daddy Kane. If you heard that song, they ain't have a hook for that song. This before Pac disappeared or died, whatever you want to call it. I'm not gonna say what happened. I don't know, but I'm saying he made a song with Big Daddy Kane. Now he crushed Big Daddy Kane. He was gonna crush everybody, Rakim, anybody if he had more time. He already crushed Biggie. That's why Biggie had said stuff behind closed doors.
Yeah.
On a sneak note, let's keep it real. Biggie wasn't direct with what he said. Pac was. So everybody need to change their mentality and say that Pac was no acting. No, they need to stop lying and get to the facts. That man was straightforward with what he said. He ain't no coward. Anybody that indirectly talk about you is a coward. Let's keep it real. Biggie was indirectly talking about Pac. He should have been more direct. He should have came at Pac hard like he did on a subliminal note. And I'm telling y'all, Tupac was gonna get better. Tupac just was trying to like impress his mom. He wasn't trying to do all that crazy stuff. Cause when you got a mother supportive like that, you can't be out here wilding. You can't just say anything because your mother gonna get on you out there. That's how my mother was too. I tried to be in the streets and all that. She didn't approve that. When you got a mother that's like that, you can't be just saying anything. You got your expectations. Your expectations of being a leader is at a high level. So when you got a mother like that, that's strong, God firm, and they gonna take no nonsense, no BS. You can't just live on the low value. No, you gotta think logic on that high level.
Right.
So everybody keep trying to say he a coward, he did better. They just saying that because he had a strong black mother that loved him and they want him to be a statistic like most guys are. It's a lot of guys are statistics, and it's because they ain't had that strong household. Even though his mother did whatever, but she still carried that strong household and the foundation around him.
Right.
So when you got that type of mother or father, or if you got one or the other, your expectations is at a high level. So you can't just be doing anything out here far as talking and represent your parent when you in school or when you out in public. You got to represent your parent or your parents. You can't come from that type of home style being ignorant and retarded, man. Tupac would have been Obama if he did that. His mother, man, beat murder, self-represent herself as a lawyer. So he come from a prestigious background where his family fought for their rights to be free and not slaves. But people so caught up on this street shit, I don't even want to debate no more, because it's sad like how people just think that the streets is cool. It's not. But eventually, Tupac would have chewed everybody out. Everybody. Cause he was getting there with, oh, that's on me. 2 albums and you got platinum. You sold over 10 platinum for two albums. You man, y'all tripping. Ain't no other artists do that. Whether after he left and now ain't no artists do that. Ain't no artists do it with one album. Ain't no artists do that ever. So can't nobody gonna argue me about these rappers now or rappers after Pac died. Ain't no rapper do it besides Eminem and Biggie. But after that, who else? And Jay-Z, Outkast, Eminem, Biggie. Who else? Who else got 50 Cent? That's it. All right, who else? Ain't no other artists do that. Ain't no artists do that now, or it ain't no artists gonna ever do that. Let's keep it 100. As of now, because everybody's so caught up on the beat, how the beat go, or but then they be putting all these non-rappers that can't even freestyle. When you put them on a show, the rhyme, they want to be cocky and arrogant, like, oh, I gotta get paid to freestyle. Man, you can't even freestyle, but you got to have this song on the radio. You can't even freestyle. You corny, bro. At least learn how to freestyle for you so-called write a song, or you not writing your songs. Like I got so much shit to say, bro. I don't, and it's the listeners too. The listeners be with that bullshit. They be putting on the wrong rappers, man, or the artists. They just want to hear that goofy shit to clear their mind from reality. They are afraid to be around reality. They always want to live in an illusion, live in a world, and to that shit really face them, and they can't hide and they can't run from it. That's the problem. The listeners and these fake radio reviewers, all the radio stations, everybody, they just want to hear the nonsense. They want to party and chant like it ain't real issues going on. So until that shit stop, we gonna keep on. The people gonna keep on applauding these non-creative artists as goats, and that's not true.
Yeah,
true, bro.
Yeah, you got to study the grace, and it goes back to what you say. You study the grace. I can tell that's part of your process. You study the grace.
Yeah,
and that's important to study the grace, or better yet, if just study an artist that I feel like when I'm writing, I study an artist that I like. You know, anybody out there listening, you know, you're trying to figure out the creative process. You know, study artists that you like. You don't necessarily have to be a Tupac fan. You might like Biggie. Okay, study Biggie. You know, kind of mimic what he do. You know, till you get your own style, but make it yours.
Yeah, right.
And that's what's told to me when I first started writing rap music. Like, you know, take a song and remake it.
Oh, I ain't never think about that, but I'm gonna try that one day.
I've done it when I was in the rap group back when I was younger. I was in the rap group, and we made a song to Bow Wow. What's the song? Bow Wow had with Sierra, Like You.
Yeah.
After that, what was it? We did one to DJ Khaled, a lot of DJ Khaled records. We made a couple DJ Khaled records. We made a song to a couple of other beats, instrumentals. We made a song to that helps you too. You know, I think that's a good form of your creative process. Maybe rewriting a song to get you in that type of mood to figure out. Let's see if you can make a better song, or you can change the topic. It's not as easy as said than done.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that one day. But I've been in. I did little comical songs where I might have bit off a song that's out there and try to flip it around, make something like comical to make people laugh and joke around. Like I'm gonna give an example. When Scrubs came out, I jive like made a little Scrub jump for junior high school, and then another song, Brenda Cox, How Do You Get Here? Me and my homeboys, we made a little man jump to that. So yeah, we did it before, but we did it on some joking shit. Like I ain't never do it. How Do You Get Here? That song by her. We made a little joke jump, like a male, like them two songs. We made male versions of the shit in our own way. We knew somebody else did it before us, but we did it in our own way on some DC type shit. Like we put some DC words together, and then we just made a song, made those two songs Did y'all like try going on the females that was on that bullshit when they used to sing that jump,
Yeah.
sing them songs and shit? Cause you know what I'm saying. Around that time I was in my like teenage years. Back then,
Yeah.
guys used to freestyle, rap, like really rap the female, shine hard at them instead of talking, or they would smooth talk, charm. We did at the charm the females we was on. We just try to be outside the box instead of just being all smooth and calm. We try to do like poetry, music, out loud, braggadocious. You know what I'm saying? We tried all that during that time frame before it changed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the day and game changed from the late '90s to early 2000s to now. It's totally different. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy now. I ain't gonna lie. I think about it a lot when back then. Now, man, it's crazy, bro. I don't even know. I can't even tell you how the new wave is. I just know back then it was more better. It was way better because you really got to know the person. Now, it's a lot of BS going on.
Mm-hmm. Right. I appreciate Virtue for suggesting this topic to me because he commented on the reel that I posted Monday night. Asked people to vote on what topic they want me to talk about. Then he suggested I said this is a good one to talk about. I know I love to hear people's different creative process because I know everybody's going to be different. Some people might just hum the entire song until they get the words, then they start writing. Or some people record this, some people do this. Like they said, Michael Jackson, they'll hum the beat, they'll hum everything and just record it like that, and then fill the words in as they rapping. Like with Jay-Z, I heard like this, like when he was still writing, like he'll put like space lashes in the paper, but that's where he is gonna stop and go move to the next line. Like he do things like that, so that's different. This process, or what Wayne might do, I don't know if he actually does it. Some people say question it, but I think he freestyles his songs. He just freestyle until he gets something. He says something dope, then he comes with a song, and he probably comes with the beat. Some people do that; they just freestyle until
Or
they
punch in too.
Punch into, yeah, that too. They'll say something, stop doing it again because remember Scrap the Compton. Dre had the easy punch in. Some people do that. What works for them. So I feel like everybody creative process is different. Mine's gonna be different. Yours gonna be different. This guy's gonna be a little different. What's good? True words in the building. What's good?
What's good, big boss?
I love to hear what his creative process is like. I know he got a dope. Pretty sure he got a dope creative process. Listen to his music. He always come with them hard hitting bars and all that. I don't think I ever heard him speak something whack.
Nah. He do be having the bars though. He reminds me of my homeboy Dre Bridges. He from New Jersey as well. We went to school together. They got that same. They got that Locks type of style. Like in my opinion, bro, they got that Locks style. They be saying some crazy bars. I be like,
they always got some bars, like I'm always going back, listening and say, hold up. What he say? Hold up. If I ain't catch the first time, I say, let me go back and listen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Locks, cause they gonna say they unpredictable. That's that Biggie flow too. They got all of it. You know what I'm saying? I use the Biggie flow when I want to hear a comment say, oh, I got it, man, boom, boom. But they got it far the bars, they got it. Yeah. But I mean, I said some stuff that Biggie I kind of got on Biggie from Punch Star, you know what I'm saying, to now. But they got it all the way. It's like, no matter what, they got it. It's gonna come out on every line they write. It's just that Locks and Biggie or any old school artist that fit that category.
Right, because what's your creative process as a producer?
Mine?
Yeah, what you like? How you do your beats?
I ain't gonna lie. I just listen to music. I play oldies. I play all types of genres. And I just be just when I find something that sound like distinctive, that ain't like current or that ain't like typical, I just go I make a beat off that. I listen to a lot of music, whatever, like any genre, it don't matter. It could be a church song, gospel song, it could be a pop song, it could be a oldies but goodies song, a 80s song, 90s song. It doesn't matter. Like once, or I could look at a movie, movies or audio, whatever I think sound catchy, I go to work.
Yeah, they'll give you good ideas too. Movies, you hear a lot of movies sampling beats too. That's a good way too. You might hear a movie, like I like that melody, so let me throw that in the beat, or let me see if I can recreate something that's just like it, or with that same type of sound, same type of vibe. For me, when it comes to producing, I try to do the melody first, and then come with the drums. Because I used to do the drums first, then I figure if you do the melody first, you come with the melody, you'll kind of know what you want to sound. The drums will come, you just can play to the melody.
That's what's up. I ain't gonna lie. I used to do the drums too, but because I can do the melody even if I do the drums 1st. But I switched it up myself. I did that before too, but it don't work good like that because the melody need to be in place first, then the drums and snares and the 808s.
Right, absolutely. Because you gotta, some people like the drums first. It depends on what works best for them. People build a beat, or some people sample. Kanye samples. That's like most of his beats are samples. I don't think he ever made a beat without a sample. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yes, but most times.
Nah, a lot of songs. Nah, a lot of my bad. I flipped it. Hold on. A lot of songs was not samples. It's just he got another person to record it as if it was a sample and say something different. I just learned this on college dropout. A lot of even late registration. A lot of songs he did. It was a white dude saying everything that made it sound like it was a sample to hype us up, bro. When I say for real, I was gone. Like it ain't he ain't sample. He got somebody to redo it because he couldn't get clearance to the samples. And I did that myself. Like I don't really sample. I even said it myself, and then I just chopped my voice up and made it different. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a song right now, like for example, I say surprise these ends. So I sped my voice up to make me sound like a old 1960s group type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I won't get sued. So I chopped it up and sampled my voice and put a beat around it and made it sound current or now, but it got that old school vibe on the hook, that sample part. I sample myself. I even try to sound like Tupac, and I sampled it with. You might think I'm Tupac on the beat, but it's me. So yeah, I do a lot of that myself. Try to record me sounding different voices and either speed it up, lower it down, or mid tempo, or try to make me sound different. Because sampling, you gonna get sued, and you gotta pay a lot of money to even get permission or clearances. They ain't playing, bro. They not playing that. They're not playing the sample. You gonna have to pay $1 million or more.
Yep, because who got that trouble? Robert Dick and
Pharrell and T.I. and Mary J. Blige. Yeah, but Pharrell, Robert Thicke got in trouble, not T.I. and Mary J. Blige.
Because he just on his own. Like, I mean, in his fault, should have got it. Like that's a good example of it. You gotta keep that clear.
Yeah, even Milli Vanilli too. Milli too. Milli Vanilli.
Oh yeah.
Lip singing, trying to sing like the dude that really, the British dude, So yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, I'm already shocked by that sample. That's why I say I use my own voice and try to mimic other entertainers.
Right.
Cause I you know I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no comedian. I mean I can act a little bit. So I know how to like duplicate of other people's voices. So I did it like that, but it blew my mind when I found out like college dropout a lot and late registration, a lot of songs or other songs we think samples. I mean, he did sample some songs, but the ones he couldn't sample, it blew my mind to find out that a producer or a person that did the orchestra type stuff like the orchestration of the beat, like he probably played the drums and all that. He actually recorded a voice to mimic a sample so it could be original.
Right.
That blew my mind. I send it to you soon, like on through YouTube. You gonna be like, wow. It blew my mind. He was like, yeah, I did. I sung that part for the song. There ain't no sample. I'm like, yo, for real. I'm gonna give you one song. You know the song he did with Jay-Z, Don't Let Me Down, Don't Let Me Down. The white boy sung that part. He just sped it up to him to sound like a chipmunk.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, for real. I was like, yeah, he was on live. He like, yeah, I did that. He just sped my voice up. I was like, wow, he sung that Never Let Me Down. He sung that part and he sung like a little chipmunk. So I was like, yeah, that's crazy. That song, a lot of songs he did for Kanye, dog, when he just recorded his voice and sound mimic somebody else.
Right. Definitely right. You definitely want to do that and get that right because you never know what who's watching, who's not, who is. So definitely, that's definitely true right there. You ever, yeah, shoot, another part of the creative process, I think, you know, when the producer rise is music theory, maybe going over the circle fish chart, I'll look at that, to figure out what key I want to put the song in, what key I want the song to be in. That's based on the melody. And then I take the 808 notes. I make sure the chords, whether the bottom chords, like the first chord or the third chord, I take the chords and make that the bass line on the 808 because it makes it sound better.
Me, besides producing, I try to get the cadence to the artist as far as the beat per measure.
Mm-hmm. Beat per measure.
So yeah, because that's important too. Because you gotta make sure when you make the beat that they can have the breath to really sing and rap to your beat. You don't want them singing too much. You don't want them rapping too much where they lose their energy, even performance wise, you know what I'm saying? So I try to make beats that fit they cadence and fit their energy as far as health reasons, because you don't want them screaming to the top of their lungs, they lose their voice, their vocal cords, or they might have an asthma attack. They, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot. So I just think about it like a gym. Like I try to make sure that the beat fits them health wise, because you don't want them doing too much, straining and overboard and overdoing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Absolutely, man. And this has been a good it's been a good convo, man. Definitely a good convo.
Yes, sir.
So I definitely appreciate you tapping in with me and sharing your thoughts. I love to hear people different thoughts of what they are saying and what's on. I love to hear that. So, man, I share my creative process. If you're just tapping in, I'm asking, what is your creative process like as an artist? And I was joined by J.A. and Dr. Zeus joined me earlier. J.A. James, still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm still here. It was going in and out.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to head out. You got any final remarks, bro?
Thank you for inviting me to hang out with you, bro.
Well, absolutely.
Keep doing your thing, man. I can't wait till we make them moves, like we said. When you
How
ready,
about you
just
talking about this yesterday? Mm-hmm.
when you ready, bro.
We're gonna get it
Let's
popping.
get this money,
You know,
bro.
we're gonna get it popping. I gotta figure out how to do both because people be like, man, why you start doing it? I'm like, I'm gonna do both.
No, you good, you good. I mean,
Yeah.
we gotta figure out a good day to do both. I mean, on five
Yeah.
our show, but then this one
Mm-hmm.
we keep it the same. We just gotta probably do it later on in the week.
Later.
Yeah, later
Yeah,
on.
probably later during the week or what we do at the beginning. Maybe Wednesday. Maybe like a Friday, maybe like a Saturday or a Sunday. Hey, try to pick a day that usually like football ain't much going on because you don't want the
Tuesday,
people
Wednesday, Thursday.
attention of the
Tuesday, Wednesday,
NFL and
Thursday.
stuff like that.
My fault. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
That's good. Yeah,
No Fridays, no Saturdays, no Sundays, no Mondays.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Now I
music.
think about it.
It's like music. Just do a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. One of those days. And we
Makes
good.
sense. Yeah, probably Thursday. So you see
That's
me
cool.
Wednesday, you get me next day too. Next day I pop
Thursday,
up too, or Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, hey, you gonna see me live because be me and yours, and then it'll be me. So yeah, definitely. That's real. Like Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, yeah, because Mondays, most people beginning the week, people trying to go to bed, maybe in the middle of the week you catch them, and Friday everybody out clubbing, and so it ain't gonna work.
yeah, you right. Them the
All
3 days
right,
we can do it. That's the same for in any single release. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, not Friday or Monday. It's bad.
okay. Yeah, that's where I was messing up at. I know I've
No,
done that
it's
a
cool.
couple
It's
times.
cool. It's cool.
Yeah. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Only time you do Friday unless you mainstream. Okay, it don't matter when you do it because people looking for it.
Yeah. You right. You right. You already got it. You got it, bro. You right. You right. You
So you
absolutely
got
right, bro.
anything else you want to say?
No, that's all, bro. I just want to say thank you for inviting me to have fun with you, talk to you, share my
Absolutely.
moments, share my ideas and my
Absolutely.
opinions and stuff like that. And facts
Yeah,
that I believe that's right.
love to hear it because you bring some great input. Your creative process is dope. Dr. Zeus, he shared it as well. I appreciate both gentlemen coming up and sharing your creative process. Next time I do this, hopefully I get more artists. I want to share theirs and producers that want to share their process with me. And shout out to Virtue again. So I'll say it again. I said it earlier. Shout out to King Virtue for suggesting this topic as well. And if you're just listening, you can suggest me a topic as well, and I'll talk about it as well, and I even bring you up if you're willing to join. And we'll probably do another music bill topic soon as well. Talk more about that because we talk about this. Talking about it. Say now, we just talking about this earlier. Now they come with something.
Yeah, I think they trying to swagger jack my little idea. I'm gonna figure it out though. Man. I might have to sue that politician from Michigan, bro, because it just sound a little sketchy because she said 1% and I said 50%. Oh man, and then they try to ignore me because it's election year. I'm already here, bro. I might have a lawsuit. I just gotta see the bill from her
Yeah,
standpoint. If I
yeah.
see
What it look
anything.
like?
Yeah, I might have to
I'm
collect.
about to go read that
I
thing.
already got copyright. Already copyrighted. It's already copyrighted, and I got witnesses.
Yeah, I read the
All
draft
I
that you
gotta do is
sent me, and
sign
I'm
the
gonna go back
contract.
and read it. I'm like, hey, hold up. Like, where this come from? It's like, now I heard it from J.A. first. I ain't hear from y'all. Yeah,
But I'm
I
saying I
heard
got other
from you
witnesses
first.
too. I got the copyright. The people I copyrighted. It's in my notes. All they gotta do is show the copyright. They gonna testify too. If I take it to court, yeah, he put this out first. Y'all try to y'all switched it up, but it's the same bill. So I'm about to look into it. I just got
Yeah,
contact my
definitely look
lawyer
into
and see
that.
what's up.
Yeah, man. But I'm gonna let you get out of here, man. I appreciate you. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. You know, I just want to thank everybody for tapping in and tuning in. Appreciate you, True Words. I saw you on YouTube commenting. Thank you, everybody on Instagram. I want to know if it's just StreamYard got where I can't see my Instagram comments, so I have to flip back and forth. So you something. I saw Jay Peach up in here earlier. Jay Peach was commenting on the Instagram chat. And I commented a little bit back when I was flipping back and forth. That's what I be doing, flipping back and forth. So with that being said, you can see on the bottom of the screen. So hold up, let me do some. So I want y'all to see this. Hold on. Now it's up there. I want to ticker on it. So I'm gonna put this up before I get out of here. So you can visit my website at www.lorettasonly.com to purchase music and to contact me, and you can check out music videos, and you can read your bio to learn a little more about me also. And also, if you like what you heard, you want to be part of Live Talks with Low, you can email me. I'm gonna pull up my email address in a minute. So I want you to check this out. You see, I got my merch on, the hoodie. You like this hoodie? Go and get you one. Go and copy one by visiting my website at www.lorettasonly.com. And I'm going to take that down. And this is my email for business inquiries only, serious inquiries only. If you would like to be on the Live with Low and you would like me to interview as a guest, interview your business or anything, you don't have to be a music artist or you want to share a topic with me. Let me know. Hit me at this email right here, and we. So with that being said, I'm out, man. Appreciate you, JA. I'ma holler at you.
You too. Have a good night, man.
We can
Enjoy the
talk
rest of
some
your
more
night,
because
bro.
you know I'm finna end it. So y'all be blessed. Peace.